Hey Mimos, I've got more $10 and higher Patreon patrons to mention this week, starting with Rob Hooley, Ian Wade, and Rick Smith. Also, all of you who have donated $10 or higher per month have your names listed over on the Woodworking for Mere Mortals website as sponsors of the show, and I'll be updating that every month. I hope all of you had a good week. I hope you had a chance to see my musical greeting card. I don't have it to show it to you again because I've already sent it off. That was an interesting project. I got a few comments from people wondering why I didn't make it so that when you open the card, it just played automatically like it does in the store-bought version. That was my original thought, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work. It's a little bit different when it's on just a cardboard cardstock because just the way it flexes, and to do that in wood was kind of presenting all sorts of problems. And so then when I had the idea to just put the pull tab on there, I thought, well, that's kind of a nice solution because then you could set the card up on a table or something and just turn it on or off. And somebody asked me about the batteries, and yeah, of course, once the batteries die, that's it because it's all glued up and sealed. You'll never get to those again, but I don't really think that's that much of a big deal. It's kind of like the card that you get from the store is all sealed up too, so you wouldn't be able to replace those batteries. And plus, I don't think really anybody wants to listen to that song that many times anyway. Ernest Kim and Keith Purdy, Kevin Raymond, and I love this name, Patty Rabbit. I went down to YouTube headquarters this week down in San Bruno. They had a YouTube Creators Day. And it was really worthwhile if they're thinking about expanding those to other cities. So if you make videos and one comes near your town, I suggest checking it out. Lots of good tips, how to optimize your channel and that sort of thing. But mainly, it was a good way to network with a lot of other people and just kind of exchange ideas and what people are doing and what works well. And it was a lot of fun. Hey, Tom Gig and Donald Dean. Last night I went to a fashion show. My son, the fashion model, he modeled a tuxedo, which was really nice looking, and then he did some sportswear. And I couldn't get any good shots of it because where I was sitting by the runway, the catwalk, there were huge spotlights and it was shining right at me, and he was going away, so I was in the worst spot for photos, but it was really a lot of fun. He did supply his own bow tie. He has several bow ties and he knows how to tie them himself. Mike Fuchs and Tom St. Germain, Christopher Aylward, and Harry Hodge. I got tomatoes planted yesterday. Spent the day tilling up the garden. I actually shot a video of it, so you'll see that this week on Home and Garden for Mere Mortals. And you know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep you updated on those tomato plants on that channel throughout the summer. And I hope, it's funny because tomato plants it's just one of those things that everybody has their own tricks. Everybody has their own kind of family recipes, ways to get them to grow. And so I'd like to learn some more of those, and I'll share my experience over growing them more than 10 years. I think about 12, 13 years maybe I've been growing tomatoes. I do think one key important factor in growing good tomatoes is luck. Hey, Adriana Lundy, thank you. And thank you, Johnny Delgado. And finally, I'd like to thank Richard Perin for helping me out over on Patreon. On a personal thank you to Dennis Rock. Dennis, I got your letter, actual letter, and that really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I'm on another tight schedule this week, so I'm gonna have a quick project, but it's gonna be a useful one. It's gonna be, I think I mentioned this last week, another crosscut sled for the table saw. It's a beautiful, beautiful weekend here. It feels like summer. I hope spring has sprung wherever you live. And thank you all again for helping me out over on Patreon. I really appreciate your support over there. And I will talk to you next week.